Well, the divisional round, it wasn't as good as the wild card round.
Yeah, a little disappointing. It had its moments.
Yeah,
right?
the expectations were high, but still there were some interesting things that happened.
Yes.
Like the Houston Texans, Kansas City game. Houston 1 minute is dominating Kansas City in Kansas City. The first quarter, it was all them. Yeah. And then Kansas City came back in the second quarter and said,
not today. And then, let's not forget, the Tennessee Titans going into Baltimore.
Oh my God.
And beating them. This is the 6th seed versus the 1st seed. A team, Baltimore Ravens, and a team that everybody thought was going to win the Super Bowl.
I picked them to go all the way to the Super Bowl, and they lose right here in their first game at home. Oof. The Tennessee Titans, they say, hey, we're going to tighten up and stop doubting us because we're trying to go all the way to the Super Bowl with Derrick Henry, a man possessed. He cannot be stopped.
No,
he just can't be stopped.
He can't.
But nonetheless, Baltimore Ravens, the number 1 seed, along with the Seattle Seahawks, the Houston Texans, and the Minnesota Vikings, they joined the rest of the teams in the playoff moon watching party. There you go, guys. Bye-bye. But hey, you know what? At least your teams made it to the playoff moon watching party.
Yeah.
Our teams couldn't even do that.
We couldn't even do that. But you know what? Let's move on. Let's get on to the championship round, conference championship round, and let's find out what teams are going to be joining those guys moonwatching next week.
Hell yeah. All right. Are you ready, Sean?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right. Cue the intro.
Josh?
What?
We don't have an intro.
Damn it. We don't have an intro still?
No, we don't have an intro.
We've been around this whole entire time and we still don't have a damn intro?
Nah, we're not that cool yet.
All right. Well, in the meantime, cue the ghetto intro. This is our ghetto intro. Yeah! All right, Cult of Fury, are you ready for the picks?
Let's go!
For the AFC and NFC Championship game.
Yes.
And we are going to start off with the Tennessee Titans going on to Kansas City for the AFC Championship game. The winner goes to the Super Bowl representing the AFC.
Yes.
Now, these two teams have faced before.
Yes, they have.
And the last time they faced, it was pretty damn good, man.
Yeah,
it was in Tennessee, if I'm correct, right there.
Yep.
Yeah, it was in Tennessee. The final score was 35 Tennessee to Kansas City's 32.
Yes.
Patrick Mahomes had 446 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill went off for 157 yards on a touchdown. Kelsey had a great game.
Yep.
They had a decent game rushing. The Kansas City Chiefs did. Tannehill had 181 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and Derrick Henry went off for 188.
Shit.
Jesus. He's been doing it all year.
Yeah, so even though Kansas City did their thing offensively, what you would typically think they would, Tennessee had an answer. Derrick Henry, Tannehill had a good game.
Yep.
They played good defense when it mattered, and they came out with a victory. Now, that was in Tennessee.
That was.
This time it's going to be in Kansas City,
Yes.
and the Kansas City defense, throughout the late in the season, they started playing better defense. But, man, how are they going to try to stop Derrick Henry? He had 195 yards against Baltimore.
Who actually has a good defense.
Right, and he also had a passing touchdown.
Oh, my God, dude.
The dude could do anything.
He does it all, man. This guy is a monster. And you know what? What's crazy to think about is he literally, back-to-back weeks, he did it against two of the best defenses in the AFC.
New England, Baltimore.
So
on the road.
Can Kansas City slow him down?
I don't know. I mean, I was thinking okay, Tennessee's best defense is a good offense with Derrick Henry moving the chains, keeping Patrick Mahomes off the field. But maybe it's the other way around. Yeah. Maybe Patrick Mahomes, they need to sustain drives to keep Derrick Henry off the field.
That's true.
And, hey, Ryan Tannehill, look, in the past 2 games in the playoffs, he didn't crack the 100-yard mark passing. He didn't need to. No. But here, I feel like he's going to have a game more similar to their previous matchup earlier in the year, where he had 180 touchdowns and 180 yards and 2 touchdowns. 180 touchdowns. Whoa, they do that. They ain't going to beat anybody. But 180 plus yards and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, he's going to have a game similar to that because they're going to need a little bit of some Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah.
Because the Kansas City offense, we already know what it is. I mean, they are just ridiculous. I mean, they were down 24-0 against Houston, and they just steamrolled them after that.
They came back in that second quarter and just put up a hell amount of points. How many points did they score in that second quarter? 28. They took the lead before even halftime.
Right. I mean, Patrick Mahomes was absolutely amazing. He threw 5 touchdowns. Travis Kelce, he was a man possessed. 134 yards on 10 receptions and 3 touchdowns himself. I mean, so Tennessee, they're going to have to step up defensively even more so than they ever have. And I like that about them. Vrabel, he has been making phenomenal adjustments going into all of these playoff games. Bayard, these guys have been making plays when they need to.
I'm loving what Vrabel's doing. Right now, arguably, I think he's the best coach in the... Right now, he's coaching the best.
Right.
Just what he's done to Bill Belichick. He Belichick. And what he just did to John Harbaugh, who's literally taken a team to the Super Bowl and won it. I'm just loving what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I mean, the way they prepared for Lamar Jackson, they made him throw 59 yards. They said, you know what, you're gonna have to beat us with your arm.
Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, he put up some numbers, and everybody's going to look at that, and he did rush great. But you know what? They just did not have an answer. They couldn't put it all together.
Now, so going into this game, who do you have and why? Now, Kansas City, they are favored 7.5 points.
Yeah.
You going to go with the red-hot Tennessee Titans? Or you going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs, who looking to put up some more points? Patrick Mahomes, they're looking to go Super Bowl, man. Finally, Andy Reid says, fuck this, I'm going. Yeah. Standing in his way is Derrick Henry and Vrabel.
Yeah. See, this one's tough because before, I totally forgot that they played earlier in the year. Before, I was like, man, but Kansas City, maybe they could put up some points, and Tennessee, can they keep up? But they did keep up with them before. They did. And you know what? I feel like I might go Tennessee here on the road. I know that's tough to say, but I'm looking at this. When you go on the road, you got to have 2 things. You got to have a run game. And arguably, they got probably the best running back right now in the NFL. And you got to have a defense. And Bayard, Logan Ryan, all these guys are playing out of their minds right now.
Right.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing. And but Patrick Mahomes, they came back and they're impressive. They're now 24-0. It's tough.
You know who I want to see have a great game in this?
What?
In this one? Somebody who's got to step up and be a huge factor in this game. A.J. Brown. The wide receiver for the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
Now, in the first matchup, he only had 1 reception for 17 yards.
Yeah, he didn't really
and
go
we haven't been really saying his name too much in the playoffs, right?
True.
It's been just the Derrick Henry story, right?
Yeah.
And the defense. But like you said, man, Tennessee's got to step up even more so than they did the first time they played. And I think, A.J. Brown, he's going to have to be somewhat of a factor here.
Yeah. That's true. And you know what? Looking at, I know Tannehill didn't throw over 100 yards this last game. But you know what? When he had to make throws, he made some beautiful throws. So I think he's a veteran. He knows when he needs to make throws, when he doesn't need to make throws, when to hand it off, all the above. Tannehill's on another level right now. I know he's not putting up drastic numbers, but he's a veteran. He's smart, and he knows what he's got behind him when Derrick Henry. So I'm going with upset here. I'm going Tennessee, bro.
Woo!
I'm going Tennessee.
You're going Tennessee.
Yeah, I want to pick Kansas City.
Ow!
I love Andy Reid. I love Patty Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, all these guys.
Man.
But you know what? I'm looking at last game against Houston Chiefs. I know they came back, but Houston was actually running the ball pretty damn well against them. But Houston panicked. When Kansas City scored those 2 quick touchdowns, they started throwing the ball drastically and tried to put up more points. All you had to do was just run the damn ball. Keep them off the field, and they weren't doing that. They got away from the run. Tennessee's not going to do that. They're smart. They're coached well, and Vrabel. Bill O'Brien, he's a bum. So give me the Titans on the road.
Maybe. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, he goes out there, he throws 2 or 3 quick touchdowns in their first drives. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
that's different. It's a completely different ballgame. Now
true.
You're forcing Tannehill to win you the ballgame because I don't know. But yeah, I mean, damn, I want to go Tennessee because they're just steamrolling right now.
It's always who gets hot in the playoffs, Josh. You know it.
Derrick Henry, he can do that against Baltimore and New England.
Oh, he
could definitely do that against Kansas City, man.
250 yards, 250.
Whew. I know Kansas City fans are just like, oh, these guys are coming here.
Yeah, I'd be a little nervous. I'd be a little nervous right now.
Oh my God.
I can't believe I'm going with upset here.
You're going to? I mean, it's not that crazy.
I can't believe
it's not crazy at all.
They have a 7.5 point favorites. I can't believe that. I feel like that's a little disrespectful.
No, it's just gonna be a closer game than that.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna go Kansas City.
Kansas City?
Okay. Give me Kansas City. Give me Patrick Mahomes. Wow.
I know.
This was tough. This is tough.
I know it's tough,
I don't
man.
like the 7.5 point
I don't either, yeah.
line here, but I'm going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs to get the job done here at home.
We're different again. Okay.
Andy Reid going to the Super Bowl. Now, Tennessee Titans, sorry, guys. I'm rolling with you guys against y'all one more time. I don't feel all that great about it because you guys could absolutely win this game. You guys could win the entire damn thing playing the way you are. But
I feel like we're both in the same boat.
Give me Kansas City.
I think
you're going Tennessee.
We're both in the same boat where we're both not fully comfortable with the
pick.
pick.
Because this game's going to be phenomenal.
It could go either way.
This game's going to be absolutely phenomenal. We can't wait. We're going to stream this.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so we're going different here.
Yeah.
Tennessee, Kansas City. What say you guys?
Let us know.
Now, before we go into our NFC Championship picks, we just want to thank you guys for watching. Everybody checking out the premiere right now. Thank you, sons of bitches.
Thank you. Hit that like, hit that share, hit all of the above, guys.
Hit
Thank you so
that
much.
like button right now as we get into the NFC Championship game where we have the Green Bay Packers, the Cheeseheads, heading to San Francisco or Santa Clara to face the San Francisco 49ers.
Yep.
Damn it. The Green Bay Packers are one game away from the Super Bowl, and the only thing standing in their way is Shanahan, and Jimmy G, and Nick Bosa, and these guys, Richard Sherman. This is actually a pretty damn good game right here. Green Bay Packers defeating the Seattle Seahawks. Now, we thought that game was going to be the biggest blowout going into that divisional round weekend.
Yes.
We said Seattle's not going to be able to,
keep up,
truly compete with the Green Bay Packers, especially in Lambeau.
Yeah.
But it was only a 5-point game. I was surprised by that.
Yeah.
I was thinking Green Bay was going to win that game by like 10 plus points.
Yeah,
honest. No disrespect to Seattle.
Yeah.
But I just think Green Bay was a much better team, and and then the Seattle Seahawks also were dealing with injuries. Yeah. So I thought I thought Green Bay was going to win that game more handedly.
Yeah, I knew it was either if it was going to be close, which it was. I knew it had to be on Russell Wilson and to make big plays. And someone step up on that defense.
But there were some moments in there where he was just making decisions that was kind of like just like scratching my head.
Dude, I did notice that he was scrambling around too much. Like he was running for his life first off, and he was looking down. He wasn't looking up the field anymore. Like he that pressure got to him a little bit. I feel like so. That's the
thing. That's the thing. The pass rush of the Green Bay Packers has been phenomenal. So Darius Smith, dude's been. Oof. Those guys have been playing phenomenal, man. They were getting to Russell Wilson, getting in his head. He was missing guys wide open. Yeah. And they're going to bring that same heat to Jimmy G. Oh, yeah. And now these guys, he's going to have to step up. Their offense is going to have to step up. Let's see. George Kittle, I mean, he's going to have a huge game. Yeah. Let's see. Bring up that box score of the 49ers and Vikings. Vikings, who had a great, pretty damn good defense. They do. What the 49ers did, they played defense, and they rammed it down their throat. Ground and pound, 186 yards rushing against Minnesota.
Oh, and they had to, man, because let's get real here. I'm not trying to take a shot, but Jimmy G didn't look that great when he did throw.
I mean, he had 131 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. He was sacked twice.
Yeah, but he had a couple other times that could have been easily picked off. So they ran the ball, and they ran the ball beautifully. And
I mean, Kevin Coleman, 105 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Dude, how they averaged 4 yards a carry overall as a team. San Francisco, if they could keep doing that and take the pressure off Jimmy G, this team could go all the way.
The last time these two teams played, San Francisco dominated, and they dominated because of their pass rush. Yes. Let's talk about their pass rush. And Nick Bosa, they did not let Aaron Rodgers breathe a single breath. I mean, he was under pressure constantly the entire game.
He was.
So I think the key to this game is going to be which pass rush has the most success.
Yeah,
which quarterback steps up and make a play? Now you would think Aaron Rodgers is going to be that guy. He's a vet. He's got plenty of playoff experience, especially in the clutch moments. If this game is very close and there's like a minute, fucking 20 seconds left to go in the game, and Aaron Rodgers has that ball, everyone's biting their fucking fingernails. That's not a Green Bay Packers fan because that guy can get it done. So, which pass rush is going to come through for their teams? And you know what? San Francisco, they already proved they could do it again. But the Green Bay Packers, they're going to San Francisco fans. I know you guys are like, oh, hey, we dominated them before. We could do it again. Now, this team is better than the last time they faced you guys. Yeah. They're going to be better prepared for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
This time around.
Definitely. This is the thing. Packers, they didn't put... I'm looking at the box score right here for the last game. 37-8.
8 points.
8 points, and they didn't score that until the third quarter. All those 8 points is in the third quarter.
Yep.
That's not going to happen. Green Bay looked pretty solid this past week on offense. Now, a credit that wasn't the same pass rush as they saw against San Francisco, but Devontae Adams looks like he's playing out of his mind. Aaron Jones is rolling.
Oh, yeah. Devontae Adams had
gonna be
160 yards on 8 receptions for 2 touchdowns against Seattle. But
was
San Francisco
open.
secondary is going to be better. Richard Sherman
Yes.
is playing phenomenal.
Yeah, he is playing phenomenal.
And those guys.
Props. You know what? I did like how they didn't make adjustments in the 49ers. Witherspoon, remember? They had him on Stephon Diggs, and Stephon Diggs completely destroyed him. They took him out. Yep. They're not afraid to make adjustments mid-game. Right. They're not just going to stick with the guy and hope for the best. I like that. I respect that.
And here's another interesting storyline for this game. You got Kyle Shanahan, the head coach of the San Francisco 49ers.
Yes.
And he's going to be he's going to be calling plays against Mike Pettine.
Yes.
The defensive coordinator for the Green Bay Packers. They used to be on the same coaching staff. And I know everyone saw that Twitter video that went viral this past week.
Yeah.
When Mike Pettine was like, we're going to run it. And Shanahan just looked at him like, who the fuck you talking to?
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. You don't think he's going to want to carve up his old fucking coach?
Oh, he's going to want to.
That's going to be a great battle.
He's going to want
That's
to.
going to be a really interesting battle.
I love, see, the thing, and I'm looking at it, it's like we got 2 young head coaches going at it, leading their teams.
LaFleur and Shanahan.
Yeah, 2 historic franchises, and the Niners and the Packers. And it's going to be awesome to watch, man. And it's going to be great to see because I think we got some good young players here.
So here's my pick. Like I said, the key to this game is going to be the pass rush and the coaches that make the best adjustments. Yeah. And I'm going to side with the San Francisco 49ers. I don't think it's going to be as dominating of a performance as the last time. No, not at all. The Green Bay Packers will come better prepared. But nonetheless, how are they going to answer that pass rush? San Francisco on the offense, Jimmy G makes a few plays. Defeated George Kittle, Deebo Samuel. Yes. He should have some good plays right there, and ground and pound just like you guys did last week against Minnesota, who had a better defense. I'm going with the San Francisco 49ers. Yeah. That's the team that I've been rolling with all into this postseason. I said they're going to go to the Super Bowl. I'm sticking with that. Give me the 49ers to take down the Green Bay Packers.
You know, I'm going to go 49ers too. You're welcome, Arocha. He's been waiting for me to say it all year. But I will say this. I know you're saying pass rush is the biggest thing. I'm going to go also. I think that's going to be key. But I think what's going to help nullify that pass rush is whichever team can establish the run. Because whoever can take the pressure off the quarterback and wear down that D-line is going to be key here. Which running back is going to get going? Is it going to be Tevin Coleman? Or who's going to be on the
Niners have 3 different guys. They got all these guys. I
swear to God.
And then the Green Bay Packers, they have Aaron Jones. And you know what? When we were streaming that Packers game, I heard quite a bit of Packers fans getting a little upset throughout the game saying, why aren't they using Aaron Jones more against Seattle?
Yes. Well, he started off red hot, remember?
And then
the first carry, he had like 20-yard carry. And we're like, oh my God, here it goes.
He's about to go off for over 150 yards.
And then he had 62 yards on 21 carries. So he still got a good amount of carries. I thought he had
2 touchdowns,
less.
right? Yeah. 2 touchdowns.
I thought he had less carries than that. I remember I looking about fourth quarter, and I'm like, wait, he has 20 carries? I didn't. It was like a quiet 20 carries. But whoever establishes the run, I think is going to be key because you don't want to rely, because both teams have great pass rushes. If you can establish a run, because that's how the Niners quieted the Vikings pass rush, is running the ball. So whoever establishes a run, I think is going to be key too.
All right, here we go. So we're both going with the San Francisco 49ers. What say you guys? And, man, after this time next week, we're going to know who's going to the Super Bowl. And for the love of God, please don't let it be Green Bay.
Oh, my God.
As a Bears fan, you know I don't want to see it. San Francisco, let's go.
Find out.
Are people going to cry rigged if it's Green Bay, Kansas City?
And Kansas City? You're already hearing it right now. I'm seeing so many people say, oh, it's going to be Kansas City and Green Bay. It's rigged. We're going to find out, though. I think either way, it's going to be great games. I can't wait to watch.
So good luck to everybody. We'll see you guys coming up Sunday for both streams. We'll stream both NFC and AFC Championship games.
Yes.
Thanks for tuning into the picks. And y'all have a good one.
Bye.
Bye-bye.